There we go. We are live once again, as you can see. Man. Oh, what I was doing, by the way, was I was let me pull it up. I was practicing the turbo tunnel. Like, I only beat the turbo tunnel a couple of times when I was a kid. So I was like, well, I don't know, maybe more than a few times. But the turbo tunnel is ridiculous, dude. Like, I'll show you the part that I have the most trouble with. I'll use like save states to get to the part that I have the most trouble with, so I can get there for sure. Oh wait, which button jumps? Ooh, that was close. Alright, let's see. What the heck? I'm dying when I normally don't die. Oh, I know why. I'm moving too fast. I gotta slow down. I'm moving at the speed of the area I was practicing. This is the easy shit. Normally I don't die here on the easy shit. There's two parts that are somewhat difficult in this. Well, two parts that are difficult. One a lot less difficult than the other. One super difficult. I'm dying on the easy shit. Because I'm jumping too late. What the fuck? Here. All this just to show you the part that actually is hard. I've died like enough to get a game over, basically. This is the easy stuff. I genuinely wasn't even looking. I glanced up at chat for a second. You cannot glance up. I cannot glance up at chat when turbo tunneling. So hold on. Sorry chat. Give me a second. If you say something, I won't see it for a second here. Until at least I get to the part where Why? I'm doing so badly. Alright, so this right here is coming up on one of the more difficult parts. Right here. After this bit. Oh, I jumped. I always do that. At least once or so. When the exclamation point comes up on the screen. Why'd I jump over that? There. This is the first part. That is somewhat difficult, but once you've done it a few times, it's not as bad. You just basically have to push forward and then come back. But I'm not doing it right here. There we go. What? I definitely made that. Oops. Oops. What the hell? Alright, where's the jumps? There we go. I pulled back way too far. This actually is not as hard as I'm making it look. This part here isn't that hard. I don't know why. I 100% hit jump. I hit back too early. You basically start hitting back when you're about to land on it. And now here is the hard part. That's all easy. I can get through that without dying once sometimes. This is the part that is like impossible, basically. Look at this shit. And I'm pressing it. I feel it's just a simple rhythm, but I can't get it to fucking work. It'd be like 1 out of 10 tries or something. I could easily get to the warp gate like every single time. But if I'm playing like, you know, in Mario, like, oh, I'll show you the warp gate, by the way. Oh, no, it's a little too early. So the warp gate is like... Damn it, that was the warp gate. I just didn't press down. Well, I did press down, I just pressed it too late, I guess? I don't know. There, I passed up the warp gate. I genuinely don't understand this part here. I don't understand why I get hit. Like, I just don't understand why I'm getting hit. Like, why'd I get hit? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I pressed the button. I know there's a little bit of input delay on the Nintendo Switch. A lot of input delay on the Nintendo Switch, I should say, versus the Nintendo. But still. There. Like, I can, like, as you saw, it took about 10 tries or so to do that. I can only do about 1 out of every 10 tries. But let me see if I can get the warp gate so I can show you. The warp gate is a lot easier to get. And when I was a kid, damn it, I missed it again. So what is it? I think I used to count. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I would stop at 9. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's what I would do as a kid. To get, I would warp gate it. I would warp gate it because every time I tried not to warp gate it, I would only get there like 1 out of freaking every I would only get there like 1 out of every 10 tries or so. And when you only have 4 or 5 lives per fucking attempt, I think that was the last one. And it's like, it's so obnoxious. Like, everything else is not that bad. What the hell's going on? Let's see if I can do it this time without dying a bunch of times. Now it does like a double. And then another double. Hey, sword. I jumped slightly too early. Nope. I don't believe that's what happened. I disagree. I disagree. I tapped jump, and I tapped it way not early enough. I did literally the same thing there. Oop, I almost missed that ramp. What? Oh, I tapped to jump. Battletoads stream because Battletoads was a great game. It is an asshole game, specifically because of the turbo tunnel. There and one other level too, which was bullshit. And 2-player was like basically impossible. I've never beaten this game in 2-player. Whoa, I screwed up. I thought I was still gonna survive it even though I had screwed up. Nope, I jumped. You don't remember this part? Well, you definitely did not play Battletoads on the NES then. Because this is the part of the game that everyone just quits playing the game. You do two, then you wait for them to get together, and then you do them together. And then there's this part where you have to press forward. This part here is not hard. It's harder than the other parts, but you press forward and then press back. You jump to get forward, and then you press back, and then you jump to get forward. Then you press down immediately, and then you enter the part of the game that is absolute bullshit. And that is this right here. This part right here is fucking bullshit. Like, absolute bullshit. That's why they put a save in front of it. Even though this is the very last obstacle right here, they put a save point right in front of it because they know you're just gonna fucking die over and over and over and over and over and over. And that's on the NES, where the input delay isn't as bad, or isn't bad at all, actually. Like, absolute trash, that part of the game. But I did save after I beat it. So at some point I can actually, because I've only ever gotten to this part of Battletoads like a handful of times. Like, I don't know, 4 or 5, who knows. This stage I never really see, because what I would do is I would just use the level skip. I don't know if you were here for the level skip, Soren, but I'll show the level skip here real quick. Well, as quick as I can, because I have to start from the very beginning. It won't let me rewind back to the level skip area. So on the Turbo Tunnel, the way I beat the Turbo Tunnel 99% of the time was by level skipping, using the warp gate. What? I 100% made that. Why'd I jump so short? I don't understand why it's jumping so short there. Alright. A little bit further till we get to the yeah, I knew it. The moment I jumped the first one, I knew, like, I already knew I had lost. I jumped too early. I jumped too late. See, that's way too late of a jump. There we go. You can't make that third jump if you jump that first one that late. You just can't. And they do this part acting as if it's like a more difficult part because it's later on in the thing. But this is like comically easier. This is the easiest part of it all. Those little droppy guys. All right, here we go. So, no, it's not yet, actually. Why'd I jump? Every time. You saw that? I did that last time, too. Like, my first time through this, every time almost I jump. Like, every fucking time I jump on that part. And wait for them to come together and then jump those two. All right, so this part here. And then down, and then jump. All right, here we go. This is the warp gate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Damn it. I was one away from it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What the fuck? It just there now. That's cheating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There. See what I mean, Soren? There's like a warp gate there, and it takes you straight to the surfing level, which is also a hard level, but it doesn't feel like it cheats as much. Like, this is definitely a hard level, because if you hit these things, you lose life, and it's like, fuck, like dodging them feels like impossible, and it starts you with the same fucking thing, and it's like, bro, how the fuck? So what you have to do, I feel like, is, if I remember correctly, there you go, is you have to like basically memorize where they're gonna be. So you end up playing this level a whole bunch, like restarting the game and playing this level a whole bunch of times, and then you have to like go forward. The first ones are easy-ish, but then no. So then you have to like remember where they're gonna be. Like, it's like, oh wait, okay, now I go, and now I go. And now I go. And now. And now. Oh, it still got me. Yeah. Asshole. That stage is nowhere near as hard, though, as that one part where you have to up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And it looks like all you're doing is just pressing up, down to a rhythm. But it just doesn't work. It just does not work. So yeah, when I was a kid, I only beat the turbo tunnel like a handful of times, because I would lose all my lives at that last part. Even if I beat the first level and the second level without losing a life, which I did like 90% of the time, and then I beat the turbo tunnel, the first 90% of the turbo tunnel without losing a life, which would happen about like 1 out of 5 times I was doing the turbo tunnel back then. I could probably beat it without losing any lives. But when I got to the part where I had to press up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, if I didn't go for the warp gate, which skipped 2 levels, then I didn't do it. Like, I wouldn't make it. I made it like less than a handful of times, basically, where I was like, okay, I want to see what the level after the turbo tunnel is like, so I'm not going to take the warp gate. And it's just dead. Game over. Like, motherfucker. Yeah, the turbo tunnel is bullshit. I can't skip to the part of the game that is also bullshit, but there's the furthest I've ever gotten in 2-player is a part of the game where, because like a friend of mine used to play it a lot with me, but the furthest we ever got in 2-player was some kind of wheel stage. I don't even know what you would call it. There was just, you're like in some kind of wheels or something, and like it's worse than a turbo tunnel. I don't even see, like, it was, what the fuck is going on? In 1-player it's possible. In 2-player it feels not like it feels, it's like, what, I don't even understand how can you even beat this? But yeah, it's not that bad. The first 2 levels are like jokes.
Attack from range. Follow me.
Target in sight.
What the heck? I don't even remember selecting all this stuff.
All or nothing.
Myopic screen!
The stick weapons.
Use an aura. Get control of the battle.
Yeah, in the second level,
That could have dented him. Move in and
in the
keep the rhythm going.
keyboard. Yeah.
Got it. Let's pack some more pop.
Upper hand.
We've all been there, I guess, actually. Unless you're the type of person who just buys a new keyboard whenever they feel their keyboard's dirty, you know?
Shadow Runner. Side slash. Fire Carnival. Sliding.
Myopic screen! It's not yet. I must recover. Beam barrage!
Starfall blade.
That could have dented him. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Shadow Strike. Pendant Destroy. Move in and strike. Side slash.
Leave them through!
Early bird.
Phone's beeping at me here.
Upper hand. Fire Carnival. Slide knife. Move in and do some damage. Side slash.
Huh? What happened?
Shadow Strike.
What?
Got him.
Why are so many people dead?
Extreme edge.
What the fuck happened? I was looking at my phone and then suddenly a level 43 monster who killed everybody but 2 people? Like, how did that happen? See, Cascade, the hack for getting stuff like that, Cascade, is that you need to
Strike hard.
Shadow Strike.
you need to have someone work as
Melee attack.
a house cleaner.
To rich people.
And then have kids. For a couple of years, when I was in my teens, my mother was a house sitter, cleaner person for people who had, like, you know, 5-bedroom houses and stuff like that, like 2-story houses. You know those nice family homes. And of course, she's a mother, right? So the mother of that house was constantly giving my mom hand-me-downs because they would just buy new shit for their kids, even though their kid already had perfectly functional shit that it is all there. It was perfectly functional. Like, I got a mongoose bike. I got a mongoose bike with like the little stunt pegs already on it. And I got it because they just bought their kid a new fucking bike because he was like, oh, I want a BMX. And so I just got a fucking free mongoose. Those were a good couple of years. I got all kinds of cool shit.
Move in and do some damage.
Starfall blade.
I got fancy shoes and all kinds of stuff that I would normally never have.
I have the upper ground. Full rain upon them.
Because they just were like, oh, hey, we don't want this thing. Do you want to give it to your kid?
We got him. Let's move.
We just bought this mongoose 2 years ago for our kid, but we're buying him a BMX this year. Do you want to give this mongoose to your kid? Do you know how many fights I got in to protect that mongoose from being stolen? I did not live in the type of neighborhood where you should be in a mongoose, riding around on a mongoose.
It's on now. Close the distance.
Now it's my turn.
I wonder if they still sell bikes. I want a new BMX, and then I get a mongoose. All right, let's see. Mongoose. Founded 51 years ago. It doesn't say it's closed. Oh, someone sold it in 2004. As of 2018. Yeah, so they're still there. It's just they've switched ownership, which means they might be bad. They might be shitty bicycles now. But I also got like a fancy skateboard once because of that. So my guess, I never met the kid, but my guess is that the kid was into like, I don't know what you would call those types of sports back then. I forgot what the name was. X sports or something. I don't remember. Extreme sports. I don't remember. They had some kind of edgy name to them, where they would do bicycles tricks and skateboard tricks and things like that. And my guess is that like some bicyclist he watched on TV had some new BMX and he's like, I don't want this one anymore, I want that one. That's all I can know. It's like the bike was fucking amazing. It looked great. It just had a couple scratches on it. That was all. Like and it had those nice big thick expensive pegs on it for the tricks and whatnot. I was like, hell yeah. When my mom pulled that out of the truck, I was like, holy shit. What is this? I found you. I knew you'd come. I knew it. You had to come and try to kill Alex. That's how you are. What you are. Humans live to kill each other. Ah ha ha ha. It's too funny. Oh, don't be stiff. Come on. Let's play. Oh, Alex. I won the bet. May I also keep this alien as a toy to play with? Do whatever you like, so long as you stop the ear-splitting laughter. Huh? So is he an alien too? Like 100% of his motivation has always been to kill aliens, so now he's just working with aliens. That's a 180. But first I need your help. Ah ha 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 ha, you got it. Once I kill you, who will come to kill Alex next? Oh ha ha ha. I can't wait. I don't understand. Why is he working with the aliens? Wait, he's genuinely working with the aliens? What? 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 That's like Ganon joining the forces of good in order to defeat Ganon's evil minions. Like it doesn't. I'm confused here. I don't. Like Link is like, I dislike the bad guys and I want to protect and save the Princess Zelda. And Ganon's like, oh yeah, that's cool. He's like, therefore I will join up with Ganon. And Ganon's like, what? He's like, yeah, I'm joining you. You're joining me? Yeah, because I want to protect Princess Zelda and stop the forces of evil. So you're joining me, Ganon, the Lord of Darkness. Yeah, yep, that's what I'm doing. Like, I'm confused. Like, I don't understand what's going on. I guess they're gonna tell me after the fight or something.
This will knock them off now.
Come on.
No rest. Step in and face the next one.
That's how to evade. You can do it. This is it. One blow connects it all.
The end of your life is near. Zweihan quarter. No rest. Step in and face the next one.
Now it's my turn.
Men or less.
X Games. Yeah, I never watched that stuff myself. I mean, I knew it. I knew of it. I've seen videos. Well, I shouldn't say videos. I've seen it in passing while watching TV and stuff. And, you know, I knew who Tony Hawk was. And I had Tony Hawk Pro Skating, whichever game. I don't remember. Whichever one was on the PS1 and then another one on the PS2. And I had a skateboard. I had like a skateboarding game on the NES. And no, I didn't. No. I had a skateboarding game on the Super NES, maybe. I didn't have Skate or Die. I rented it once, I think. I had a snowboarding game. Yeah, so I had a few of those types of games. But the Tony Hawk Pro Skater, whichever one was on the PS2, I think it was, that was lots of fun. And then there was another one that was more, maybe it was on N64, maybe it was the snowboarding game on N64 that I liked a lot too. I don't remember. There was a couple of them that I liked. But that didn't mean I didn't fucking like the fact that I had a badass bicycle, and I definitely learned some tricks on it and whatnot because I had the trick pegs, and I might as well be able to do a trick or two. Otherwise, like, I should just take the pegs off because I'll look like a douche. But the skateboard that I got, I barely ever used that. I was never really into skateboarding. That's pretty cool, Soren. I lost. Boo. Hey, look. Blood. Haha. Weird. Huh? I can't stand. Haha. Ha. Look, my hand. My right hand is broken. Ha ha ha. Oh, it hurts so much. It hurts. Ah ha 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 ha. I didn't anticipate you sniffing out us out here. I'm not telling about the informant. You brought this upon yourself. And I am to blame for all of this. How amusing. You're a blind follower of that ignorant girl, a puppet, nothing more. What are you talking about that political activist lady? Follow her? The fuck are you talking about? She follows me and takes all the credit for all the work I do. Nothing but drugs, doctors, liquor. Well, it's a different time now. There isn't a hobbyist store in sight. No bike shops, no martial or even martial art dojos. Bro, it's a different time. My teenage years were in the 1990s and early 2000, I think. I was, yeah. I was a teenager for 1 or 2 years around that time, I think. Yeah. I was a teenager for like 1 more year. Thousands. So my teenage years were in the 90s. Which is a very, very different time to grow up than now. There's nothing. Like it, there's nothing. Like there's barely any bowling alleys or skating rings or anything, basically. Like people just avoid each other. You can't go to the library and like find cool shit like you used to be able to, and meet some people doing some cool stuff, and then from there, you know, go to some other place and go to the local arcade, and then go to another arcade after that, and just like walk around and hang out. Even if you're not able to afford to buy games, you just watch people play. Look, that's how you joined a stream in the 90s, okay? You went to an arcade and just watched someone else play a game. Back in my day when I watched a stream, I had to walk uphill both ways. My back is to the wall, and yet you seem so calm. Emotional damage. Dude, there was some pretty cool arcade games that were fun to just watch, you know? You go there, and there's some people would be good at the games, at a specific game, and you could see further in the game than you were willing to spend the quarters on, right? You're like, I don't know. I don't know if I like that game enough. I'm not going to spend the quarters necessary to beat it. But someone else, you know, they're just dumping those quarters in there. And then some of them were multiplayer games. So what you could do is, like, you could just wait. So what would happen is they're playing the game and they're playing like Ninja Turtles or The Simpsons or something like that. And you're wanting to play a later level, but you only have like 50 cents or something, and you're just like walking around and watching people play games, and you're like, oh shit, he's in a level I never even got to yet. Let me go ahead and join so I can play with him for a little bit. My back is to the wall, and yet you seem so calm. You never consider I might have allies lying in ambush, you credulous fool. Now that I think about it, I doubt heaven or hell awaits fabricated beings like us. Is this the end I hope to meet? Eliza, what happened? We used to see eye to eye. Ugh. What the fuck? Well, that's awesome, Xboxer. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it from Kink and all that. He stops by sometimes every now and then. Though I haven't watched any of his stuff in quite a while. But I don't really watch a lot of stuff like that as much as I used to. Alright, let's head back to town. Like, even in the 2000s, there was still cool hobby places you could go. I remember going to them when I was in my 20s and whatnot, doing some stuff. Like, there was a gaming shop that did like board games and Magic the Gathering and stuff like that. And well, there wasn't there were multiples. There still are, I think, but I think there's less of them now than there used to be. And there was a Kung Fu The Legend Continues place about like 15 minutes from here a few years back, but that place closed down. My guess is it probably closed down during COVID or something, along with all the other businesses that were shut down by our government being evil. GameStop. I don't think GameStop was ever a hangout for me. The mall was. The mall's closed here though. There was a shooting just recently here at our mall, our closed mall. There's a closed mall here, but there's one store that's outside of the mall, but like attached to the same building. And so you got the entire parking lot. You have a mall-sized parking lot, right? And these motherfuckers got in a fight over a parking space and shot each other. It's like, bro, there's a few thousand extra parking spaces. Did y'all really need to fight over this shit? Ridiculous. Apparently the guy who did it like called the police and turned himself in immediately, like he didn't even leave the scene. So my guess is it went something like this. He's like, yep, I killed the man. I told him it was my parking spot and he kept fighting for it, so I had to put the bastard down. I shot him and I'd do it again. It was probably something like that. Man, this place is fucking wild, dude. How the fuck do you get in a life or death fight over a fucking parking space? And not even like oh, we're just gonna like argue and or even get in a fist fight. No, they tried to literally kill each other. It wasn't even a one-sided thing. They were trying to kill each other. They're like, yeah, it's come to it. One of us is gonna die and the other's getting the parking spot. Like, what the fuck? We are living in a fucked up world, man. That is madness. That's some old West shit right there. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't there a place that's done something similar to that, Cascade? like there's a business that has changed their name. I can't even remember. I was just talking to my mom about it like a few months ago, where a business changed their names to something that's almost vulgar. Like it was one name and then they shortened the name up or something like that. And I was like, oh, that's almost vulgar. That's some idiocracy shit right there. They're like one step away from being the whatever the profanity was. I just don't remember. I mean, there were like hangout places all around town, you know, like unironically the overpass in between the middle school and the high school. A lot of people would hang out there. Some abandoned buildings, some food places. The Beavers movies, until they, you know, started kicking the kids out for hanging out too much. I don't remember any parks though. Yeah, I don't remember any parks that anybody hung out at. I'm sure that people hung out at some park somewhere around here, but I don't remember it. Alright, sword. I don't know what those are, Isabel. I just kind of slap on whatever I find and just do whatever. I don't really use guides or min-max or anything like that.
Thank you.
I didn't even start using scales on anybody but the main character until I hit level 50. Like until I hit level 50, everybody, all of my party members were using, they didn't even have scales. And like everybody just about, except for Elma and Lynn, everybody else, like anybody I select here, I don't even have equipment on them still. So he has a level 10 spear, a level 10 ray gun, and the Doug armor set. Arena has a level 10 knife and a level 10 rifle and the Arena armor set. Alex has a level 10 spear, a level 10 rifle, and the Alexa armor set. So that's what some of my oldest party members have. And then if you go all the way over here to Jirag, one of my newest party members, he too has whatever he came with, which is level 40 weapon and armor and the Ga armor set. And then for everybody else, what I do is this. I just, well, for Elma, Lynn, and me, I just do this. I go in here, I hit this button. Whatever it puts on my character, I say okay, and then we're set. I might change my mind and start playing differently some other time, but at the moment I haven't seen any need to change, so I haven't.
There you are.
It's over now, isn't it? For good, yes. Well, I'm glad you're safe. Now NLA and the rest of Mira will build towards lasting peace. Yes, things are going to get busy. Bring it on. Getting there together will be half the fun. We've already lost so many along the way. I pledge to do all I can to see that no more lives are lost in the struggle for equality and acceptance in NLA. Sure. Good job. You keep doing you. Hey, but this is just me, you know. It's Elza and everyone else. After all, we're gonna make NLA a place where humans and xenoforms can live together. It'll take every last citizen to make it happen. Oh, Eliza, don't forget his reward, of course. Thanks for helping us. I pray this is the last time we will need your services. But once the long fight is over, I hope you'll join us in celebration. The long fight. You've never fought any damn thing. All you've done is talk. And occasionally ask for my help. What an annoying character. Like, were they trying to make a joke of an activist that looks like a modern day activist? Because if they were trying to do that, they did a good job. Because like she didn't like do anything. I know what she's done. I know what she does for a living. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. She would stand right here. Well, not 24 hours a day, I guess. It's nighttime. Let's see if she's here at during the day, or maybe she's moved finally.
Listen.
She's moved. I don't see her. Maybe she's moved in between. Wait, is that her? No, that's not her.
Told you.
Let's go around the church and see if no, she's not around here anymore. All right, let's see. Maybe she's moved to that spot I talked to her in.
What?
I don't know. I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody. Yeah, so she's moved somewhere. But up until just now, we've seen where she's been the entire game. She's been standing since the beginning of the game till just now. She spent all of her time standing right over here. Right here. She would stand right here and she would say, I think that we should all get along. It's like, congratulations. I'm glad you have that unique perspective that isn't shared by 90% of the population. I'm sure you saying that is gonna change the world. But here it is. So now, I guess now she's retired. She's just gonna spend all her days here now.
Is something wrong? That's awful. Is something wrong? Wow! Hi! Wow, let's see. Hi! Why? Is something wrong? Wow!
It's been a gradual process, but it seems that the prejudice many humans once held towards xenoforms is beginning to fade. The number of humans have visited the Manan ship has grown quite dramatically. It's deeply gratifying to see our efforts bear fruit at last. What do you mean, our efforts? You didn't do anything. I could not have reached this point without your assistance. What do you mean I could not have reached this point? What point did you reach? I owe you both a great deal of gratitude, and I hope that you will continue to be a force of true freedom and equality in NLA. Like, what the fuck? She did nothing. Like, she hired me for like 3 jobs about Alex, I think. And those aren't even the only jobs that are about racism or whatever. Or speciesism. I don't fucking know. And if anything, the number of people who've changed their minds has been like 3 people, I think. And I'm the one who changed all of their minds. Like this girl right here. She had nothing to do with this, but this lady right here, she didn't like aliens, this type of alien specifically, because it creeped her out. I got her used to it. Now she's friends with one of them, and she doesn't mind. She lets them shop in her store and stuff now. Like, I'm responsible for all of that shit. As far as the other people who were prejudiced against the aliens, most of them just died in quests that I was doing. So, yeah. I guess by people's hearts and minds changing, what she really means is people died. The bad ones died. I think there was someone else over here who I helped. Then over here, there were a few racists. There was like a stalker racist guy who died. Then there was or speciesist, I guess. I don't know. There was the black guy who ran the pizza army pizza place here. He was racist against the Manon specifically because he blamed them for his wife committing suicide. And he died. Like, and none of those things had anything to do with her. Like, the only questioning that had something to do with her was the one with Alex. They should have, if they wanted the player to believe that she was somehow impacting people's feelings towards the Manon, then they should have had like random dialogue with people of them gradually changing their mind. And they should have had like, her quest should have been like PR related stuff, where like I help her set up some kind of event where you know, like there's some sort of festival that the Manon celebrate every year, and you know, and she had the idea to invite the Manon to try to get them a permit to do it in the residential district or commercial district, I should say, in the commercial district instead of on their ship, and then you know, handle security and stuff like that in that event in case someone tried to do something. And you know what I mean? Like that it doesn't take much thought to come up with some quest lines that would make it seem like she actually had some sort of impact on the racial relations of the people of this city, or species relations. I don't really, like I said, I don't know what you would say when it comes to that. But she did no such thing. She didn't barter any, like the like the Nippon. That's all me. Like, I did all the bartering, I did all the setting up of the Nippon coming into the city and being the people who they are. I'm the one who's resolved the quests that where they were doing things that they probably shouldn't have been doing. The same goes for the bug people, the same goes for the ET people, the same goes for the Nippon, not the Nippon, but the Prones, the same both Cavern and Tree Clan. The same goes for the one species of the blue tall one, and like I've done it all. Like, it's always been me. It's never, but they could have made it so it wasn't me. Like I said, all they would have had to have done. Like I said, it took me no time to think of that. That was off the top of my head. Basically, there could be a quest where you approach her. And before you approach her, there's a couple of Manan, I should say, up there in that ship, who talk about some upcoming festival, and they are not sure how they're going to celebrate it this year, and if it'll be as nice if they do it, you know, on a ship. And then eventually, when you get to a specific chapter, it unlocks the ability to do a quest with the lady, and the lady basically got word of the thing, and what she's doing is she's trying to organize it, take care of the paperwork necessary, and smooth things over so that the big wigs and whatnot allow them to have like to do a big festival over here in the commercial district, and you know, and they're treating it as some sort of like cultural relations type thing so that people can try to get along with the Manan, which were the first big race to come into the city because of the ship. I mean, the Nippon were here a little bit, but the Manan came in with a big ass ship, right? It's looming over the city. That scared some of the people. And so then there could be a little quest chain with that where I'm helping get things set up, right? Like she's like, oh, we need to make a deal with the pizza guy because of the such and such, and so we're making a deal with the pizza guy because the Manan want to add pizza to their festivals because they're in love with pizza now. And then some other fetch quest where I have to procure some garbage materials or something for them to build some stupid things that are traditional for them, and you know, and as you do the quests, what they could do is they just remove all this shit here that's just wasting space and it's never doing anything, and instead just all around here build this up. By the way, build this up, and all around here, right next here to inside basically the commercial district and around this road, they have a bunch of stalls and all kinds of stuff and like little like party stuff, or they could do it in the residential area in the park. Either one would be fine, where as you're doing the quests they're setting up more and more stuff in this park, and then they have a little parade type of thing that is circling, eventually that circles the road, and they're shooting off fireworks and doing stuff like that, and then like cultural relations, kind of like little like some tense areas start to lax, where they're like, oh, you know, I actually got to hang out with some of the Manan at their festival. It was pretty fun and cool. They're not so bad. Their ship isn't actually that scary. I went back to their place after the blah blah blah, right? So then you have that kind of stuff. And if you have a bunch of quest chain like that, and it is organized, and as you're doing it, basically all of this stuff, when you talk about it, you're talking to that lady over there, and she's basically saying that this is all shit that she is setting up and organizing, and she's just hiring you as a gopher to go fetch shit, and maybe to be defense or something at some point, or try to head off like a strike from Alex who's trying to fuck it up, right? Because then you can work it into the Alex quests too, where he tries to sabotage the festival. Then it would be earned. Then you can have that character later on being like, oh, we worked so hard to get to this point, and blah blah blah. But no, she didn't do shit. Her quests were pointless. It was just like, oh hey, there's a bad guy doing a bad thing. It's like, yeah, you just happen to be the one telling me about the bad guy doing a bad thing. Anyone else could have told me. It's not really that big a deal. And she did that like 3 times or something, and it's supposed to be some kind of big fucking deal. Like she's had anything to do with the maybe 100 side quests that I've done. I've done like 100 side quests when it comes to like relations between the humans and the aliens. Her 3 side quests are nothing. Like, she wasn't even a part of the side quest with the guy when we stopped that guy who was like, who was torturing and like kidnapping. He like kidnapped a bunch of, or no, he tricked a bunch of Manan out onto a cliffside and was like murdering them one at a time as he was threatening and trying to make them jump. And even when they would try to jump off the cliff, he would shoot them in the back as they would jump off the cliff. Like, we put a stop to that shit, and it had nothing to do with her. It's like more like 95% of the citizens in this town are cool with everything. It's probably more than 95. So she's just like, she's preaching to the choir. I don't know what the fuck she thinks. Weird quest. Very weird quest. I hope it's over with and I don't have to do any more quests for her. I think I said hi to Click, didn't I? Hi again. I don't know. I feel like maybe I didn't. Not sure. So. Oh yeah. Let's see if these things have been updated.
Hey.
Oh, we got a new one. Come to the barrack for a brief room and details. Sorry, replete. Oh, wait, that's not right. Report to the client for briefing. They are waiting in the Central Industrial District. Hero is the client? She didn't even exist until today. I looked all over town. She was nowhere. They finally put her in the game, I guess. All right.
By the way.
Talk to me, Tobias. I'm not here for you.
Guess what?
I beseech you.
Go back. I've been waiting. What? Surprised to have a criminal with a record of trickery come to see you all on her own? Lara Nera said he'd let me go free if I came and talked to you, so here I am. I have no idea what my next move is after turning on the ganglion, do you? Propose that Eero join you in fighting them. Tell Eero that she had to find the answer for herself. Join us. You taught me the joy of living, the workings of life. I'd like to continue to nurture that within me. But that would mean making an enemy of all my sisters who work for the ganglion. I don't know if I'm capable of that. Capable of hurting a fellow... No. Allowing my sisters to go on compounding their crimes is thoughtless. Obedience is far worse. There is one task before me which takes precedence over all. I must free my sisters from their loathsome mission. Wait, so I'm gonna have a bunch of prostitutes walking around town now? Will you help me? You are the only one of the city who knows who I truly am. I can turn to no one else. So what you're trying to say is I need to help you because I'm your only hope. Fortune is coming topside. This could be our chance. I have deceived you time and time again, and still you will help me. Thank you. I feel like I understand why Lara Nara sent me to speak to you. Inquired about Iroh's relationship with Lara Nara. Yeah, tell me about Lara Nara. He is the cruel dog who inflicts the wisdom upon me. Cruel dog, damn. It was punishment for my crimes. He helped me obtain all the privileges of a full resident and promised to take the blame himself if anything went wrong. It is more trust than I can stand to break. I have to see my duty done. As you may know, the Saga Fortune has given us our orders since ancient times. Wait, how old are you guys? While I have never seen her in person. I know she is being transported through Civilium now, guarded by my sisters. Can she change form? If we can take her out, we may be able to free them from bondage. Wait, we're gonna kill her? Am I being hired for an assassination? Please find Definian squad and take Fortune from them. Okay, taking them from them is different from killing them. Like, what are you wanting me to do now? I'm confused. Am I being hired for an assassination?
What?
In this game?
Oh yeah, have you heard? What?
Oh, new information.
What?
Spa friend. We got together, requested Ganglion Galactic Group and rating started it, but Howard always says until your preparations are flawless, you've nowhere else to go. Howard is an obsessive perfectionist as well as a doc, and it makes it impossible to finish anything around here. How I wish I could have teamed up with a nice, respectable blade like you instead. Rosa always ordered me to get along with Howard the Duck, but you can't just make a decree like that and expect anything to change. Alright. Wait, what furries? I don't know what you're talking about, Cascade. There's furries in this game? Oh yeah, there are. There's Khajiit. I just got the Khajiit to join the town. They're here and there. Hey, you want to see something funny, Cascade? Take a look at this. So they opened up the Khajiit opened up a weapons shop in our town, and I fully funded it. I gave them tons of donations and fully funded it, and this is their final message to me. So 6-star has had another R&D breakthrough, all products further upgraded. So this is their maxed out. This is the cat people's thing maxed out. And their message to me is, your tribute is worthy of a song. Allow us to repay you through our fine wares. That is a very Khajiit-like response. Fine wares and moon sugar. I know, right? I gave them coin. They gave me fine wares. During heavy rain, weather, rain. What does it mean? What did I just get? Legendarily bad weather? What did this just say? Like, how do you earn that? It's just that I've flown in bad weather enough or something? Legendarily bad weather. Like, is this uniquely bad or something? Xenoblade X. Legendarily bad weather. This is part of the achievement system this game has that Nintendo tried to patent, by the way, as if they invented video game achievements. Whoa. Yeah, that's a large number. Saw rain, thunder, heavy rain a certain number of times. 300. I basically had to be in 300 in 300 of those specific 3 weather events. Yeah, they know exactly what they did, Cascade. If it wasn't intended by the game developers, then the localizers did it for sure. One of the two did it. It is not an accident that after you give the Khajiit a bunch of coin, that they talk to you about your tribute being worthy of a song and fine wares and like no. Like, I'm surprised they didn't talk about the warm sands and all that other bullshit too. We're gonna be in a fight protecting them at some point, and the NPC is gonna be like, "You'll make a fine run, cat." Oh, that happens sometimes, Cascade. It's pretty rare. But sometimes certain changes that localizers have made has ended up making a product not universally better, but certain aspects of it were improved. Sometimes those aspects were made worse, but sometimes they were made better. An example of worse and better is, I believe that they censored, I don't know how true that is, but I feel like I was told that they censored the things that you could put the 14 or 13-year-old child soldier in. Because like with Elma, you could put her in some scantily clad stuff. How do I do this? Fashion. Alright, so like take Elma's, that's her butt right now, right? So we're just gonna, alright, this is Elma now. Like you could put her in all in like basically this little tiny swimsuit. The bell bottoms are so funny. Where's the black leather pants? There they are. The black leather pants, dude. But then the same for the top, right? For the top, you could put her in what the fuck? In the top you could put her in all there's a lot of these things, huh? There you go. See, a little tiny bikini. From what I've been told, they censored that when it comes to the child. I don't really care, but if I randomize and the kid is dressed in a bikini, I'd be like, what the fuck? So I'm glad that doesn't happen, right? At the very least, they could take it out of randomization. But one area where the localizers made the game worse, so that's where I feel like they made it better, because I feel like playing dress up with like children is kind of fucking weird. You know, bikini dress up with kids. But then another part of the game, whereas when you're creating your character, they made it so that you, in the original game, in the Japanese version of the game, you could adjust your body type and boob size. So you could make it so your character, if you picked a female character, you could make it so she had like a flat chest or really big boobs or anything in between. They changed that. In the American version, you just get one set of boobs. That's all you can have because it's sexist to have different sized boobs, I guess. I don't know. So, right, they make certain parts better. They make certain parts worse. It's never universal. It's normally they err on the side of wrong, but sometimes the things they do are right. Oh, Jesus. It's been so many years and these fucking settlements still need my help? What the hell? How've they not gotten their shit together by now? I was just thinking about Fallout 4. But if I play Fallout 4 again, the very next thing I'm going to do, rather than just replaying Fallout 4 dead, is playing the Fallout London, or whatever they called it. Because that looks really cool. I didn't change Elmo, right? I just looked at it. Let me make sure I didn't change Elmo. Yeah, she still has her original outfit. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Xboxer. I'm a lot more interested in Fallout London than just replaying the base Fallout game. I would like to play Fallout New Vegas again, but the last time I tried, the game freaking had like a fatal freaking save error type thing happen. I'm just completely turned off of playing Fallout New Vegas ever again. I'm sick of the game. The game's just too damn buggy. It's even with mods to try to fix the bugs, it's still just too buggy of a game. I'm not interested in ever playing that game again unless someone like really truly fixes the bugs. Maybe someone can completely port, which I think they were in the process of doing, is completely port Fallout New Vegas into the Fallout 4 engine. Then I'll play it again. And I do want to play Fallout 3 again someday too. Replaying Fallout 1 and 2 I'm a little less interested in. I might replay those games again sometime. And I have no intention on ever replaying the other ones, I don't remember, like that Fallout Tactics game or some shit that took place after 2 or whatever. I don't remember. Fallout something. I don't remember what it's called. But I could get a wild hair up my butt and decide to replay 1 and 2 back to back again. Especially because there's some pretty funny stuff in those games. But I enjoy the worlds of I enjoy the world of Fallout 3 and beyond more than I enjoy the gameplay of Fallout 2 and 1. Fallout 2 and 1, I like the gameplay more. But like exploring the world is kind of lame. Because you just have these small little zones instead of a big open world. And then like you travel on a big map and then you get like random encounters and certain map tiles have like interesting things. Have I been inside that before? Oh no, but I'm going in right now. I would like someone to make a turn-based RPG the way the Fallout 1 and 2 is, but redo it in a smooth open world instead of the instance-based version of that 1 and 2 has.
We've got the edge.
I don't need it to have like superior graphics. I don't mind if it looks the same as Fallout 1 and 2. I just want it to be one big world where you travel and they have things in between the places that you're traveling instead of like the way you travel, like, because I don't know if any of you have ever played the original Fallouts, but let me show you how the map looks. Fallout 1 map. Images. Maybe GIF. I'd like someone traveling on the map so you can see. Nothing. How about Fallout 1 gameplay? How about that? Video.
Welcome, Eric.
Mute. And then we'll find a part where this person travels so you can see what traveling is like. And why it's just like whatever. So I don't mind the game looking like this. The game looking like this is fine. I don't mind if it looks like this. I don't mind if this is the way you travel and all the combat works. That's fine. I like the combat and stuff in the first game. But what I want is for when you exit this cave, instead of you exiting the cave and ending up on the map and then selecting a location, a random location on the map, and then having random encounters and until you reach that location. I'd rather you just travel. Like you travel from one place to another. So I'd like a sort of semi-remastered version of Fallout 1 and 2, where the game is basically the same. It's just they add like interesting in-between shit in all of the towns and caves that you can visit. Dude, this guy's taking a long ass time to kill these fucking rats. What the fuck? I guess maybe he's talking. I talk a lot too. I think that's what's happening, is he's just stopping and talking about stuff a whole bunch. He's one of those streamers that has his cat or his dog or his pets or whatever like always laying behind him. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. So he's about to leave the cave. All right, here we go. Or he was about to leave the cave. For fuck's sake. He's worse than me. All right, yeah. So here you go. You get to this fucking map. And, like, this is the map. This is how you travel from one location to another. Look at this. I believe you can click manually too, I believe. But he knows the location of Vault 15 because he was told about it. So now he clicks it and then he just travels in a line on a map like it's fucking Indiana Jones, right? Hold on. Let me get up the Indiana Jones map traveling music. There you go. Here's your fucking and see, yeah, see, that's so the first town that everyone goes to is directly in between Vault 15 and the first town. So just like everyone, you know, he's like, wait a second, what's that? And then he clicks back to go see what it is. Come on, dude. What are you looking at? There he goes. Unknown. And there he goes. He reaches the first town. And then, you know, you explore the first town and talk to the people and have some interesting, cool dialogue. It's an awesome game. It's just the biggest weakness of the game. The biggest weakness of the game is objectively, without a doubt, this fucking map. Like, it's just you click on a location and then you turn on your Indiana Jones music and you're just you didn't have any random encounters, but you do sometimes get random encounters too. So instead, fill all this shit. Just fill all of this. Make the world something interesting to walk through. They should definitely do like a remastered version of 1 and 2, where you leave all the rest of the game alone and leave it the same. Just change the map and add in between areas. Oh, I like Fallout 3 the best still. I like it better than New Vegas. I think New Vegas is overhyped, and Fallout 3 did a better job in most cases. You know, New Vegas was better in some, but it had to be better, and it would have been weird if it wasn't better. They improved the gameplay slightly, you know, things. They improved some of the mechanics slightly, added a few extra mechanics that made the game more interesting in some ways and whatnot. But I like the quest choices and stuff in New Vegas. I mean, in Fallout 3 way more than in Vegas. I felt like there was way more freedom and interesting, like, quest decisions in Fallout 3, and that people who say otherwise weren't fucking paying attention. Like, just in the way that you leave the vault, there's such a ridiculous amount of interestingness. The relationships you make in Vault 3, I mean not in Vault 3, but in Fallout 3 in the Vault, and the way you deal with that and then ultimately end up leaving the vault, there's like a massive chain of things that you can do that make it that even though ultimately you're going to be leaving the vault in every single way, in every single quest chain, I mean in every single path, it makes the context of you of it changes completely, and it makes it feel very different. Where it's like in New Vegas, it's pretty much you get like you're leaving the starter town, and it's like you got two decisions basically, or I guess there's a third. You could just kind of like not deal with it and walk away. But it just doesn't feel as interesting. It feels more like you're being forced into it. Where in Fallout 3 it feels more organic. Now, I haven't played. The problem though is I can't say it for certainty because Fallout Vegas is so fucking buggy that I haven't ever been able to play all the different types. Like with Fallout 3, I beat it like 4 or 5 times. I played it through in so many different ways and experienced the complexity and ridiculousness of it. Whereas Fallout Vegas, I've only played the beginning a few different times. As far as playing it to completion, I've only done that like once, I think. And it's because every fucking time I try to do it again, the game ends up breaking in some way, and I can't do it anymore. But yeah, I think Fallout 3 is very underestimated, and Vegas is overhyped compared to it. But I could be wrong in that, because I do believe Fallout 3 has a much stronger beginning and a much stronger middle part that I've experienced so far. But because I've only played through like one ending, and that was where I joined the NCR, I believe, and fought against Caesar and his Legion, and prevented Dr. House from doing whatever the hell he was doing. I don't really even remember. Something about robots or something he was doing. I don't even remember. Then that's all I've experienced, right? But maybe if I go down the Dr. House route, or down the Caesar's Legion route, or down like the Lone Wanderer, my own personal route, maybe I would have a completely different perspective on the game. Like maybe it finishes so much stronger than Fallout 3 that I would actually end up liking it more than Fallout 3. The problem is, like I said, the game's too fucking buggy. I've only ever been able to finish it one time, and I have no desire to ever play it again, because it's just gonna I'm gonna invest like 20 hours in the game, and then it's gonna break, and I'm gonna like, fuck this game. Hail Caesar. Yeah, DLC. But I did the bear people. I joined the bear people and beat up Caesar. And it's funny too, that was so anticlimactic because I had such a ridiculously high charisma score and negotiating whatever skill that when the ultimate bad guy combat dude was with Caesar's like, now is the time. We finally will do battle here. It all culminates here. This is the ultimate battle. I was like, but do you really want to fight me? I am pretty charismatic. Maybe you should just surrender. He's like, you're right. I should give up. I wasted my time. I was like, oh, I guess that's the end of that fight. Like, what the fuck? That felt so unnatural. There shouldn't have been any way to do that. Bro, Fallout New Vegas should have when you're fighting against Caesar's Legion, it should have had a freaking gladiator style ending, man. But yeah, I really wish, and I would truly love to be able to play Fallout Vegas again and play through and join Caesar's Legion and play through and join House and play through and try to say fuck everyone and do my own thing. I can't though. I can't. The game won't work for me. I only got one playthrough. That's all I ever was allowed. But with Fallout 3, I beat that game and played through all the quests and pretty much any way damn combination you could play of it. Moira Brown, I mean, she's my girl, you know. I wish they would have had a romance option with Moira Brown. I wish you could have romanced Moira Brown. Like that, I feel like that's a downside for Fallout 3. Like I wanted to be Moira Brown's husband, all right? And I feel like you should have had multiple romance paths with her. There's one path where where you think she died because Megaton got blown up with the nuke. And they should have added a third way for Megaton to get blown up with a nuke. Instead of just you choosing whether or not to do it, there should have been like a third way in which it ends up being blown up. That way, there's multiple. So one of them, Moira Brown finds out it's you. And she's a bit upset with you, right? And you thought she was dead and you thought you lost your wife. But then she's it turns out she wasn't dead and she feels betrayed by you, and so she's been working against you, and then you can ultimately convince her through whatever means to that you know is all a big mistake, and you get back with her, or maybe you fail and you end up having to fight her and kill her. And then there's another path where you don't blow up Megaton, and you know, you just live happily ever after with Moira after all the events of Fallout 3. Since you get the good ending where you send in the super mutant. Stupid Bethesda, that was their biggest flaw. Their biggest flaw in the original release of Fallout 3, they did rectify, and that's that you could not choose to send in the super mutant. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean I have to go in there? I have a super mutant friend right here with me who we did a quest where he was immune to freaking radiation poisoning. Why can't he just go? Like, why do I have to go in and die? That doesn't make any sense. And so I guess enough people yelled at the game devs and they were like, all right, I guess that makes sense. We'll change it. And so they patched the game and made it so that you could send in the Super Mutant instead. Lily Brown? Who the hell is Lily Brown? I'm talking about Moira Brown, bro. They reused that same voice actor in other games too, so every time I would hear Moira Brown talking in another person's voice, it's like, oh my god, it's Moira. So this is Moira Brown. A redheaded scientist who's a little quirky. She's a little quirky. But she's a ghoul. If you blow up Megaton, she becomes a ghoul. But if you don't blow up Megaton, she always stays the Moira. Did they make a magic card with her, or is this just a joke? Human citizen, legendary creature. When Moira Brown, guide author, enters the battlefield, create a colorless equipment artifact token named Wasteland Survival Guide with equipped creature. It's 1+1+1 for each quest counter amongst permanents you control. And equip 1 for 1. Whenever you attack, put a quest counter on the target non-land permanent you control. Oh my gosh, you could just keep putting quest counters on things. I wonder if that's a real card. You can buy it for 49 cents. I don't know when it comes to Magic the Gathering because there's so many fucking... They have so many whatever the fuck, collaborations. Couldn't say the word. Yeah, Moira's the best, dude. Like does she get you like radiation poisoning? Like she's like, whoopsie. Got a little radiation poisoning there. Like you grow a fucking extra limb basically, and she's like, oops. Here come the lesser organisms. Moira Brown is alright, just a little annoying. Alright. No, Moira Brown is the best. The shit. Bro, she's the quirky mad scientist. I love her. She's hilarious. Aloof to reality, but at the same time like connected. That's such a funny personality. You will kneel before the glory of our queen. Ask where the queen is. You come all this way without knowing anything. Then you will die in ignorance. Fortune commands it.
On into the fray.
You asked for
Like there's that quest where she requires that you like break a limb or something. Like she like wants you to break one of your limbs. Like the shit that she puts you through is so fucking hilarious.
Firmly subterfuge.
Leave it to me.
I require heat. Starhole blade!
Sorry, I gotta hit this first.
What is going on? Why so much damage?
I'll take them with my skill.
See them
Primer.
now. Avenge.
Looks like
Let's
someone's
just kill these people real quick. Who am I targeting? Yeah, just finish her off.
Fire! We'll catch them off guard.
Alright, what is this guy? The head? Yeah, let's target the head.
That's how
You
you
asked
be.
for it.
You can do it.
Galder Garbadabur. What the hell is a Garbadabur? I guess this thing over here is the AI or whatever that has been directing them for however long or whatever. She gives you a quest to kill high level Mirelurk. She gives you a lot of funny quests. That's the thing. Like her quest, I was always entertained by her quest, and the things that your rewards from her were always useful but quirky at the same time. Like the junk gun. I love the junk gun. You remember the junk gun? You could like kill enemies by shooting teddy bears at them and shit. Fallout 3 Remastered. Is there a Fallout 3 Remastered? The GOG of Fallout 3 is better than this version. I don't even know if I've ever played it on PC. I don't remember. I played it on the PlayStation 3. And I can't tell you how. I beat it a whole bunch of times. My original PlayStation 3 broke because I played Fallout 3 too much. Fallout 3 was very stressful on PlayStation 3s, and it ended up, a lot of people's PlayStation 3s broke with a Fallout 3 disc inside of it.
Fool.
You will not touch me with those filthy hands. I remember when it broke, I was I had just fast traveled to a place where I had encountered some guys, and it was an entrance to a subway. Then I fought my way through the subway, came out of the subway, and then saw a spaceship flying through the sky, and the ammo, like the ammo for this, for the alien gun. This was before I even found the spaceship the first time. The ammo, and I didn't even know what it was all about when I first saw it. And then that spaceship that flies overhead, like ammo appears on the ground, and so I was walking around picking up all that ammo, and then the game crashed, and so I tried to reset the PlayStation 3, and it broke. Like the motherfuckers. And years later, I found out that Fallout 3 was breaking a lot of people's PlayStation 3s. It made them run really, really hot. It was not a good game for your PS3. You will not touch me with those filthy hands. I am Fortune, Queen of the Definians, and Keeper of the Galaxy's wisdom since time immemorial. You will act as befits a lesser being in my presence. Drag her along like a sack of potatoes. Well, let's respect her. Let's see what happens. It seems you are at least capable of some form of intelligence, though. Then I will not resist. For now, tell me what you will. Truthfully, it matters not. In time, you will know death at the hands of my daughters. It ran good on my PS3 too, until it didn't. I was traumatized, man. I called up PlayStation and they're like, yeah, we could fix it. You got to send it in to us and pay this much money and all this other bullshit. And I'm like, how long before I can start playing Fallout again? And they're like, oh, you know, it could be a few months and you might end up losing your save data. I'm like, man, fuck that. And so I went out and bought a new PS3. I had a pretty good job back then, and I really wanted to play my Fallout 3. So I went out and bought a new PS3, a new copy of Fallout 3. And just started over right away. He's like, I'm not waiting a couple months. That's some bullshit. I still have my original PS3 though. I didn't like throw it out and all that other stuff. It was a launch model, so it was, you know, it's one of those. It's a good console. It just happened to have been one of the ones that broke with a copy of Fallout 3 in it, which most PS3s that did break broke with a copy of Fallout 3 in it, coincidentally. But it's one of those original ones that actually has the physical PlayStation 1 and 2 chips inside of them or whatever, so that it's fully backwards, 100% backwards compatible and not just somewhat backwards compatible, because the later PlayStation 3s had emulated the Fallout. I mean, not Fallout, but the later PlayStation 3s emulated the PlayStation 2 and 1s or whatever. I feel her. You have brought fortune here. So that is what has ruled over us as queen and mother all these years. For all the crimes she forced upon us. Feels the warmth. I can't help but feel a nostalgic warmth. She didn't seem that impressive. Ask what will you do now? Analyze the data first and foremost. My sisters are far too merciful to pin down unless I have an absolute... Huh? Why did I say merciful? Mercurial grasp of all their defiance. I think it's time I had a long talk with Mother here, and when I'm done, I will stop my sisters from doing any more evil, no matter what it takes. It should matter what it takes, you know. It always matters what it takes. What if it takes you sacrificing a bunch of babies? What if you have to kidnap and murder a bunch of babies in order to get it done? No matter what it takes. So, damn, all right, you go kidnap and murder babies then, I guess. I don't think I want to work with you. Rock Lobster. Speaking of GOG, let's see what kind of free games I have. I haven't checked since Christmas. Amazon Prime games. Claim games. Some Epic stuff. Civilization 5 for Epic. What is this crown? I don't even remember. What is this crown? I feel like the crown is Amazon stuff, maybe? Or maybe PC? I don't remember. Deus Ex Mankind Divided for Epic Games for free. Alright, what else we got? What else? A lot of Epic stuff. Where's the GOG stuff? What is Living Legends? I don't know about all that. What's the release date? Is it a new game or an old game? 2020? No, I don't want it. If it was old, then maybe. Dream Scraper? I don't know, man. Why is it all Epic shit? Where's the GOG stuff? Lego 2K Drive? Guilt? The fuck is this? Why would I want to play as a little girl? Gunslinger. Here's an Epic game. I don't know, man. So yeah, right now you can get Fallout 1 and 2 on GOG for free. Well, if you happen to have Amazon Prime. But the only thing currently they're doing for GOG is some more Dungeons and Dragons collections. I have a bunch of Dungeons and Dragons games now that are super cool. Like these old Dungeons and Dragons game. Ash World. Gunslinger. Gunslug 2. Oh, I guess I claimed Gunslug 2. I might as well get Gunslug 1. I don't know. All right. Let me see if I can show you some of these like I have a ton of them. It gave a ton of them away. I can't share my screen because it's giving away my code. Can I like go to here itself? Yeah, okay. I can show some of it here. So look at this. See these? Like Eye of the Beholder, Eye of the Beholder 2, Eye of the Beholder 3, Curse of Zerbons, Unlimited Adventures, Gateway. There's all these. There's tons of them. There's all these freaking quests here, right? Like this is one of the ones that they had like as the front image because it had cleavage in it. But if you look at the game, like how do I, maybe if I go somewhere else, election, so I go Forgotten Realms, the Archives Collection 2. Oh, here we go. They have it on Steam, and because they have it on Steam, then I should surely be able to yeah, look, they're showing stuff. Oh my, look at all the games it comes with. Holy shit. So many games, so many games, so many D&D, old D&D games. See, it's like you're fighting this thing here. Your party becomes a problem to the evil forces within the planes lies behind the current troubles. Like, look, bro, look at this. Look at this. This is cool as hell. Look at the skeleton. The evil spirit. Woo! Ogre mage. Gogric. Class fighter, level 5, experience 25,000, health points 36 of 36. Gold, I guess, 580, strength 18. Damn. Gogric is strong. Intelligence 18. Damn, that's one smart fighter. Wisdom 17. Damn, that's one wise fighter. Constitution 15. Oh, come on, bro, you're a fighter. Like, at least put like wisdom, like put like one of these need to go over here on that. Like, the wisdom hat being high gives you better saves for the stuff, but you're a fighter, bro. You need a little bit more you have an 18, 18, 17, and 16, and you're telling me you put your 15 on Constitution? What the hell's wrong with you? Dexterity 16, charisma 13. A rogue approaches you and says, "Hello there. I am a weary soul looking for more work. I am an expert." More? Come on, dude. This is cool as hell. I have like 50 of these games now. They're like basically the same sort of game with different quest modules or you know, adventure modules or whatever. Hey, Daily Shaver. And I got them all for free. Secrets of the Silver Blade. Pools of darkness. Gateway of the savage something. See, I definitely would immediately roll a wizard my first playthrough of one of these games. We're gonna play as a wizard. Treasures of the savage frontier. Collection 2 Gold Box Classics. And I've got like 3 or 4 of these collections. GOG just keeps giving them to me. I mean, Amazon keeps giving them to me for GOG. I'm like, hell yeah. I take it. Shit. Oh wow, look how big this image is. I should save this in case I ever do one of these playthroughs. This is a pretty high resolution version of it. I hit save. Where's the option to save? Damn, that took a long ass time to pop up. I don't trust you. Cancel. We're not saving. We're copying it and pasting it into Paint, and I'm saving it through Paint. I don't trust you. Why the hell did you take that long to bring up the save option? Paste into new image. Here it is. Look at this. It's 3,200 by 1,800. Like, she reminds me of Thunderdome. Look at this guy though. Like, any of these are good thumbnails. You can pretty much go anywhere here and get a good thumbnail for the D&D, or just grab it all as one big image, right? Okay, let me check something real quick. Do 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 do. I want to make sure. Verify. Bitch, what is... No. No, I don't want to do that. Not right now. I'm in the middle of a stream. Making this unnecessarily difficult. Alright, here we go. Oh my god, I can't put it on 2x speed. Fuck. I hate that. Styx is that goblin game that is getting a new one soon. I feel like I remember that. Styx. I have a game called Styx, don't I? I have to check my Steam. Or maybe it's on my wish list. Maybe it's a game I wish I had purchased. All right, cool. Making sure I did that correctly. All right, so where is... I guess I should just move this over here. Okay. Styx? I should save, you know what I should do? I should save the other collections. I don't all have like the high resolution of the other. That's collection 2. I got collection 3. Collection 1's super high resolution image is lost to me. I don't know if I can ever find it. But I do have collection access to collection 1's image still, so I can open that in a new image. Oh, you know what I might be able to do? I might just be able to search for it. My collection? My collection. Harv? Oh yeah, I'm not. I just I was like, oh shit, am I screen sharing this? Because if I was screen sharing this, I would have just shared every single code I have for everything I've claimed. Because all the product codes are just sitting here. I'm like, what the fuck? That's kind of weird that they do it that way. Yeah, I can't pull it up. I can't pull up the old one. So yeah, once they got rid of that, it's gone. I would have to like hope that they uploaded it somewhere on the internet. A high resolution image. Skip. Close. I don't care about you. Search. Enter this. Yeah, it doesn't even show up here. Yeah, it doesn't show up at all. Let's go to GOG. GOG.com. Search. What the fuck? I own it on GOG and it didn't show up. Why does the game not show up? All right, here, this isn't the exact one I'm searching for, but this is one of them. The Dark Sun series. Here we go. Let's open up the Dark Sun series. So normally you'd have to pay $10 for this. Yeah, like it doesn't. The high resolution art that existed in the other one does not exist in this. Not in the same way, at least. So somehow they got their own like higher resolution art for it. Let me go to images. Steam. Yeah, that's a much lower resolution. Much lower resolution, yeah. Yeah, they're all much lower resolution. Somehow they had like a much higher resolution version of it on the Prime for the claiming of the game. How'd that work? How'd they get that? So if I ever do want to like use that art for something, saving the Amazon one is probably the best way to go, unless I want to look for other versions of the art, like this looks nice. Modern D&D won't remake Dark Sun. It doesn't have the guts. Ooh, how was Dark Sun like a dark thing? Wargamer.com. Contemporary Dungeons and Dragons is too comfortable and safe to return to one of its greatest and most morally complicated settings. Ooh. Maybe I should play the Dark Sun. Maybe I should start off with that. Sounds interesting. Look at this nice art for it. Make smaller, please. The Dark Sun series. It's a series too. I wonder what's best. The hell's going on? There we go. All right, so close. The dark sun. Close. I had to keep glancing up. Oh, sticks. I wanted to look up the sticks. Hold on. Steam. Here it is. Let's see if this is a game I owned or intended on owning or something like that. Sticks and stones can break. I think this is a game I intended on playing, but I never played. Definitely not that. Here we go. This 2014 looks more like it.
I was a dried up lake bed. A rat of a name. Sticks was the only thing I could think of. And I am.
Can we? What? Is there no gameplay? This game came out in 2014. Why are you not putting any gameplay in there? Become the master of infiltration. Sticks. Got screenshots of gameplay, but no actual gameplay footage. What the fuck? It's okay. Unfortunately, it's been a long time since they released a game, which means the same people might not be working on it, which is not a good deal. Like if they got some new people working on it, then that might end up making the game. They might end up messing the game up. Good luck. Hopefully, it's awesome. I definitely wasn't thinking of that game when I was looking for sticks. I was thinking, I don't remember what it was called, but I was thinking of a more of an ARP, not an ARPG. I was thinking of a game more like, hold on, let's go through the... I didn't buy a single freaking game, even though my entire wish list was discounted. I didn't buy a single game during this winter sale, man. Broke my heart. Money's just too tight. Song of Sticks. This is it right here. Song of Six. I've heard of Sticks, but Song of Six is what I was thinking about.
A simple peasant. But let's not get ahead. He didn't think much about the and then
It's a sim game
world came.
that's super complex. And it's crazy, like you can control so much stuff, like you can make it so that the people in your town are like racists, but they only specifically hate like one race of people, or like you can make it like you. This is when I'm saying these things specifically, I'm saying it because like of how granular and crazy the game is. Like you can make it so that you're raising a specific type of being who believes in freedom, right, and equality for everyone, except those dirty fucking elves. When it comes to elves, they don't have human rights. You can enslave them and do whatever you want. Everyone else though needs to be treated fairly. Like you could, it's that level of granularity where you can, with your civilization, that you can build.
This world.
They're showing all this battle, but this is a small part of the game. Dirty bee fuckers. This is not the game. I know it is the game, but trust me, like the vast majority of the gameplay, what you're looking at is this. And normally it's not that complex, right? It starts out and you're building like a little place, and you're just building little things, and like look how, okay, hold on, let me show, like this is just This is a random citizen, right? So there, you see this? Let me show you how zoomed in they are, okay? Okay? You see how small? Do you even see people? Like, that's a person right there, I believe. You see, that's that little speck of dust right there? That's a person. But you can, if you choose, you can zoom in and look at this person's bio. As they're living their life, all this stuff starts to pop up. Had to think hard to come up with these things. You could do better. Please treat our lives with care. Many have fallen, and for what? We need the tools and means to survive to a ripe age. Oh, great liege, once you have time, please look to the roads of our city. Us humans prefer roads of a specific type. So this is her needs, right? This is her needs. In yellow. More of us will have to be soldiers to defend our settlement. Guards are just fine for catching criminals, but deciding their fate and culpability requires a bit more finesse. We need proper judges. So you can just go around clicking on people, right? And finding out their individual desires and whatnot. However, her whole fucking life is listed down here. So if you go here, you see this little scroll thing? You could just start scrolling down, and this bitch's whole life is listed here, basically. Narta the Sixth, an 18-year-old of a stout human plebeian, doing everything possible to serve you best as a scientist. Her general health is excellent. Recorded weight 80 and height 5'9". Tath, a follower of Crater, firmly believes that everyone should be welcome to Six. Reportedly spends a lot of time with Lot Masake, a Cretanian trader in the north part of the city. Was born in a foreign land, resides in the humble longhouse in the north part of the city, together with Sash, blah, blah, blah. You can scroll down and it just gives all this fucking information. This is just the info about the person. Like what they're wearing and their general health and things like that. All this shit down here, like their desires and their life summary. And there's more down. There's more. Notice properties, fulfillment. That's just the info tab. There's more. There's more stuff to click on. And this is just some random speck that's walking around your town amongst however many specks. The war part is not the biggest part of the game. You spend most of your game building a city. Here's the building part of it. So this is like them setting up the walls here. Different species of things, like different types of buildings too. So you might need to build your building out of different materials or something, or build it in different shapes. Like there's a race of beings or something, I think, that, or it might just be a trait that people can have. I can't remember, where they don't like angles. They don't like sharp angles. So if you build your buildings in rectangles and squares, they don't like that. They prefer you to try to make rough circles and shit like that. Like it's crazy. But yeah, Song of Six. I definitely need to get this game at some point. But that's the game I was thinking about when I heard Sticks for some reason. This is a game for autists that play Dwarf Fortress until the heat death of the... Exactly. That's what it is. Speaking of which, I do have Dwarf Fortress on the Steam version, not the free version of the game, which basically includes you can get it for free, or you could just play it on Steam and support them. But I do have the Steam wish listed too for Dwarf Fortress. I'd like to play that someday. And I want to play this, not Conquest of Elysium, that's another game that's a similar type. But the Song of Sticks, overwhelmingly positive. I've never heard anything but good things about the game. I don't remember the name of it, but there's another game I was thinking of too that was more of a turn-based strategy game. But I don't remember what it was called. But it was a turn-based strategy game similar to this colony ship RPG game. You know, like this. You know these types of RPGs. Oh. I gotta click off this screen before my pants get too tight. I love screens that have information like this. No, look. Oh, wait, hold on, look. Look at all the stuff. It's the year of our Lord 2754. 2754. Do you get to build a scam daycare center of Minnesota in game now? Maybe. You could probably do that in that game. The Promised Land. A woman riding a rocket. I wonder what's going on in there, guys. I wonder what kind of place. What kind of establishment this Promised Land with a neon sign of a woman riding a rocket. Oh Lord. Oh yes. They know. You were born generations into this voyage. Wait, did they talk about the other? Oh wait, what? Wait, what happened? I thought I was rewinding. Yeah, it's the year blah blah blah. It doesn't say why you started the voyage though. So basically you're on a colony ship trying to like go somewhere else. Generation ship Starfarer is bound for a new world. There it is. I got distracted. I didn't see that because I was distracted by all this. All this. Alright, you were born generations into this voyage. In the vast darkness between Earth and Proxima. Destined to die without ever seeing either one. To rise in your small steel-walled world. You'll have to play the game of factions. Choose your friends wisely. But choosing your friends choose your enemies even more carefully. And finding the best tools for your ends. Be it brute force or diplomacy or strength. From the creators of the acclaimed Ages of Decadence comes Colony Ship, a post-Earth role-playing game. So this is a cool looking game. Basically what it is that you're on a you're on a colony ship destined, well not destined, but with a destination of some other star or something like that. Partway through, you're traveling from some shit went down. I don't remember what, but I had like a brief summary of not the whole game, but the basics of the game's premises, like the starting story. And that's that you were on this colony ship, and the colony ship was on its way to someplace. Some shit went down, and now there's like a post-apocalyptic world on a colony ship, which is a pretty cool kind of setting. Because what's happening now is that they've lost control of the colony ship. No one even knows if they're still on the way to their destination, and if they are, they don't know how far they are. And they're just kind of like trying to survive. That's why you got like a place like this one here. If you notice, this isn't like a normal looking thing that you would tend to see on a ship. These are actual cargo containers. If you look, see, this is like a cargo container stacked up on another cargo container. So they built like buildings with cargo containers in this area. So it's this weird futuristic cyberpunk post-apocalyptic dystopian survival game, sort of. It's a weird combination of stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's intriguing. I like all those things, and all those things meshed into one is pretty interesting. So, you know, maybe there's an ending where you find out you've been orbiting the planet that you were supposed to go to the whole time or something like that, and you can actually leave the ship and go land on the planet or something. I don't know. Who knows? I'm really interested to like play through the game and find out the different stories and whatnot that are in the game, and I will play it one day. Voyage of the Damned. Oh, I guess this is the summary of what I was saying. She's an old ship. Voyage of the Damned. This is the year. You're exploring the ship and learning things and finding things and streetwise. Make new friends. Oh, I want to make this as a friend. What is this thing? I'm intrigued. Join the winning side. My side's the winning side. Protectors of the Mission. Brotherhood of Liberty. Church of the Elect. The Protectors. One truth is the mission. And the sole way to ensure successful completion of the mission is to follow the old ways, the ways of the forefathers, and the founding fathers are together the beam upon which the ship travels to our ultimate destination. The mutiny, which through their steadfast and timely intervention was thankfully aborted, was the ultimate betrayal of the old ways. Of everyone who had come before, the nullification of every sacrifice and everything life dedicated to the mission. I feel like this is a bad synopsis of the Protectors. They should just talk about it shouldn't be so flowery with all this. Oh, it should just be like the Protectors want to fight to retake the ship and rediscover the blah 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 and restart the mission and blah 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 blah. The Brotherhood of Liberty, I guess they're like maybe the mutineers, was formed to liberate the people from the iron shackles of the ship's authority. Through their first sally, which the fossils of the old world denigrate with the term mutiny. Denigrate with the term mutiny in quotation marks. Failed to complete archives. See, I think what's going on here is because the generational ship, like a few generations into the travel, there was like the kids were like, man, fuck this shit. We're slaves. I didn't choose to be born on this ship. And so then they started killing people. I guess that's what happened. What's up with the Church of the Elect? As inevitable happens in dark and challenging times, some citizens turn to God for reassurance, the promise of an end to pain and hunger, or failing an end, at least a purpose. The Church of the Elect rejects both the protectors and the mission of the Brotherhood of Liberty as worldly fools distracted by politics and their own egos, teaching their adherents they were chosen by God. The church frames the journey of the ship as a centuries-long test of faith. When the ship arrives at her destination, Judgment Day awaits every citizen. The righteous will be welcomed into the promised land of Proxima Centauri, while the unrepentant will be returned to hell from which we fled. What? So the Church of the Elect believes that they've all escaped hell? Oh, I guess hell is Earth. To suffer for all eternity. Plus lesser factions and groups. People of the Covenant. The mutants. Ooh. The House of whatever. Formerly known as ECLSS. Environmental Control and Life Support System. The Pit Freemen. Bro, how many cool factions are there? Thy Brother's Keepers. The Gangers. Jack's Riflemen, and more, and more, and more. Oh, I really want to buy this and play this game. I'm gonna get it eventually. Look at this screen. This is a nice screen right here. Persuasion, streetwise. Look at this. All these feats over here. Cult leader. Cult leader. That's a feat you can get. Dodge this. Fast runner. Healing factor. Juggernaut. Mastermind. Bro, what's this cult leader? Let me read this. Party earns 20% extra experience. Followers gain 1+1 natural DR damage resistance, maybe. Mastermind. Extra feat every 3 levels. Starts at level 2. 50% skill learning rate. Oh, you get your skills 50% slower, but you get more feats. Interesting. I like that. I like those kind of trade-offs. I think I would go for Mastermind. I like the idea of that. You level up your feats a little, your skills a little slower. All this stuff. But you get all these extra feats. It depends on how cool the feats are. I would have to read through all the feats and see how cool they are. Because sometimes the skill is just better, right? Like having electronics and computers and biotech and persuasion and streetwise and impersonate. All these types of things are going to unlock cool things in the game. So having like a feat, like having 50% less skills, Oh wait, is that plus 50%? Oh my god, that's not a minus, that's plus. So I was thinking there must be some pretty good feats in order for you to have minus 50 skill points. I was thinking, wow, there's probably some pretty good feats here that's being offset by. But no, Mastermind, like, required intelligence 10. Character creation only, heroic, plus 2 stat points, plus 3 skill points. So you have to have 10 intelligence to have Mastermind. But if you have 10 intelligence, you get to have plus 50% skill learning rate, and every 3 levels you get an extra feat. That seems pretty fucking badass. But like, how many skill points do you start with, and how many skill points do you get when you level up? Or how often do you get skill points when you level up? You might not get any. You might get like 1 skill point every few levels or something. This might be character creation here. I don't really know. Because this is character creation only. Gifted. So maybe all these are character creation only. Ezekiel. Yeah, this game interests me a lot. I love these. These screens are just, I'm like, oh yeah. I want to make a Smarty Pants character, I think. My first playthrough of these types of games, I like to focus on stuff like this down here, which opens up more untraditional paths. See, if you focus on the stuff up here, these top 3, strength, constitution, and dexterity, you're gonna have like obvious traditional paths in most games, where it involves like fighting bad guys, winning the day, you know, looting them, getting access to new things and whatnot, impressing everyone through your heroics. But when you focus more on perception, intelligence, and charisma, it's more about like learning tricky ways to navigate the fact that you're super weak. I've always thought that was a bit more interesting in my first playthrough of a game. And then after that, then I tend to do different types of things. Like I'll go different types of more aggressive ways to play if I go another playthrough. Lockpick, steal, sneak. See, what I would do if I could get it is I would start with a pretty high intelligence and charisma, and then try to get some into perception. And then after that, kind of playing around with my survivability, constitution, and dexterity right now, and then having pretty low strength. And then hopefully at some point, like recruiting, I don't know, like recruiting a rogue or something that does the lockpicking and stealing. And then as long as hacking isn't like dex based and instead it's like intelligence or something, then I would do the hacking and things like that, where the rogue does the lock picking and stealing for me and sneaking. See what this says right here? Action points. Fuck yeah. Action points is where it's at, bro. I miss action points. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. Hope to see you guys next time I stream tomorrow, which will be tomorrow, same cat time, same cat channel. Be there, be square. Pandorium was an interesting movie. Pandorium, that movie, give it a shot. Would probably really love it. I feel like I've probably seen it. Let me go ahead and type it in. Pandorium. Dorum. I don't remember if I've seen it. Here's a trailer. Let me mute so I don't get copyrighted for watching this trailer. I'm watching it at 2x speed, so it won't take long. I'm pretty sure I've seen this. I think it's like it becomes a horror movie or something. What happened to the passengers? We're becoming like them. Yeah, I don't remember. I'm almost certain I've seen that movie. I just don't remember very well. So it'd be something I can watch again sometime and then like remember it as I'm watching it. But the trailer for that movie, definitely not like this. Like, because I'm pretty sure that movie is, there's only a small handful of passengers that they wake up from cryo sleep. At least that's what the trailer shows. And the rest of the people are like gone or transformed or dead. I don't really know 100%. But in this, like, this is like generations into the voyage. These are like the children's children. I don't know how many generations of the people and because I think what it was is that, all right, so there is a movie I think this is more like, but maybe it was a TV show, I can't remember, and that was at least the starting premises of it, because what it was is that there was a colony ship. There was like, I think, a movie or a TV show where there was a colony ship on their way to a place, and there was workers who worked in the colony ship, but it wasn't like they had everyone there, right? Like they were workers who worked in the colony ship, and then I think they ended up having children. And then but there was always like the sleeping people too. But then my guess is that in this, that sort of thing happened, but then they mutinied and a lot of people died and some people woke up, and who knows? I don't really know how it worked in this. Like I said, I don't remember like the exact. You could look at it. This probably says it. All this here probably says it. Like all that text. But this is a lot more open. That movie, I'm pretty sure, is a lot more closed, corridored type of thing. This is a lot more open. There's like, this is a little town here that you go to, and there's like establishments. Frank Boschwell runs a gunsmith shop, right? Got a Whiskey Jack bar down here. You got Cole's Gadgets, you know. Cole's got his little gadget shop. There was that in the beginning of the trailer, what was that That one place we saw. Oh, there's the Whiskey Jack and Cole's Gadgets. So to the left of Whiskey Jack and Cole's Gadgets, you got the Promised Land with a woman riding a rocket. Home. Can't read that. Hope, maybe? Yeah, I can't read that. Anyways, I am gonna head out. So you guys have a nice one. Thanks for watching. Cascade. I do like to play autistic games because I am a bit of an autist myself. It happens. All right. Look at this. Look at this face, dude. Anyways, that's going to be it for today. Thank you. Y'all have a nice night. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Bye.